You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and today I'm doing a very special episode of the series where I try and win the different tournaments that EA have put on in Ultimate Team. Now today is the turn of the Chemistry Cup, and the only requirement is that you have 100 chemistry. Now that's pretty easy. All you need to do, have a decent team and have a manager. You know, not much to it, it's pretty easy. And I actually rotated my squads because I'm saving coins, so I'm not buying fitness cards. So I wanted to use my Serie A team for the whole thing, but I had to use my non-rare BPL team to rest the Serie A team before I could actually use them. So it might be a bit sweaty, 5 at the back, but what are you going to do? Anyway, we go into our first round, and surprise surprise, we come up against another sweaty team, similar to ours, exactly the same formation in fact, using 5 at the back with all Brazilian players. And we actually made good inroads in this game. You can see there a bit of a tramp goal, but good passing movement nonetheless to score our first goal through, I think that was Demba Ba or Lukaku, I can't remember which one scored it. But anyway, Karma hit me in the chest because he gets a penalty later on in the game. Wellington there simply putting it away to equalise, and to be honest, this wasn't an easy game. I mean, 5 at the back is never easy to break down, no matter what opponent you're playing. But luckily, this guy wasn't the best at defending, so I did get a couple of chances. You can see there Lukaku going through and scoring with his right foot. Lukaku is an amazing player, as you may have heard me say many times. Anyway, he made a mistake there by giving me the ball. Demba Ba simply runs through, and the goalkeeper comes out and can't use his hands, so Demba Ba scores. So a very, very solid 3-1 victory for us there. Now, at the start of the episode, I said this is a very special episode. Now, you're probably thinking, why is the Chemistry Cup special? Well, it's not, but for me, it is very special because when I started this tournament, I had 996 wins. Now, for those of you that can do the maths, there's 4 rounds in the tournament, so 4 games, potentially 4 wins. If I get all 4 wins and win in the final, I will have my 1000th win on FIFA Ultimate Team in the final. And you can see there, after that game, we have 997 wins, so that sort of cements in your mind that we will be trying to get our 1000th win by winning this tournament. Anyway, you can see here the team that I'm actually going to be using for the rest of this video, my 4-1-2-1-2 Serie A team. You can see that I forgot that I needed a manager, so I quickly went and found one, and a guy called Slutsky, a Russian manager, happened to be the first 4-1-2-1-2 manager that I found, so he was the one that I chose, and he pushes me over that 100 chemistry and probably a bit more. So very, very decent name, I guess. I guess is what I'm getting at, Slutsky. Anyway, we go into our next game and we come up against a 4-2-3-1 Bundesliga team with Gomez, Ribery, Kagawa. I think that's Luis Gustavo. I can't remember. I think that's Luis Gustavo. I can't really remember. It's been a while since I played FIFA. I've been very busy, as you lot may have known, me jetting off to Tenerife and all the other cool stuff that's been going on. Anyway, you can see that I get my penalty on early on in the game, him taking me out when I was through on goal, which was unfortunate for him, but Vidal happily puts that away, and I think that's the 4th minute, so a very good start for us, but he did give me some trouble, I think, or was it? No, this is the game that was actually very easy. Sorry to ruin it for you. You can see there a nice and easy McGeady spin and a nice finish by Giovinco, and this guy's defence just wasn't good enough, I don't think. You can see here again, simple over the top ball and then cross from Robinho, and Pato's just there, free in the middle to head that one away to make it 3-0 inside 30 minutes. And it just kept on going. Here you can see again him making a mistake, letting me have the ball in his half. You should never give the ball away in your own half, because it's always going to result in problems, because your defence moves up, it's not ready, they're not set and stuff like that, so it makes it very easy to break them down. So 4-0, and he put his controller down at this point, and I actually struggled to score against it when the controller was down. It was easier to score against it when he was actually playing, so when he picked up the controller again, I did manage to score another goal, and then he decided to pass it round the back for the rest of the game, so there were no more goals. He got a ridiculous possession stat, especially for the second half. He probably had about 90% possession because I literally could not touch the ball. But you know, he was being a a fun sponge. So what can you do? Anyway, that's a good win for us there. It puts us into the next round of the tournament, as you will see any second now. As we head back into the arena, you can see that we are now at 998 wins into the semi-finals of this tournament, and we come up against a dangerous-looking 4-3-3 Barclays Prem team, except it has Hulk playing right wing, getting a bit of chemistry from Ramirez from behind him. So you can see here we actually took the lead. Robinho doing some nice work to go past his player. Not early on though, only in the 21st minute. We've had some very good starts, but I managed to make a massive cock up here. I thought he was going to tramp it, so I was marking the guy in the middle while bringing the keeper out to the guy who had the ball, but unfortunately that just made it easier for him to score with the guy who had the ball. So he ends up going 1-1, but he gives away a penalty. I don't know what it is about me. Maybe I'm just penalty magnet because I just seem to get a lot. And as you know, I score most of them. So you can see here, just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then boom, scored it. So if you didn't know, I actually did this during the live stream that I did yesterday, and I'm thinking that I'm going to be doing live streams from about 3:30 in the afternoon until about 6 o'clock in the evening, quite a few days a week, just purely because I haven't got a job, I haven't got uni, I haven't got anything to do, which is really sad. It's kind of a bad point in life, I guess, is what I'm getting at. But you know, I'll bounce back, and I'm sure I'll have a job soon enough, despite what everyone says. Anyway, you can see here he actually gets another goal. I don't know why I managed to let the ball go from my defender. Really shouldn't have, and that sort of stuff can cost you, but luckily it didn't this time because I managed to finish off the game with Pato in the 90th minute by rolling one in for the 4-2 victory. So decent result again in the semi-final. Don't want to mess about in these tournaments because people are there to win. They're not there to play and try and skill you or whatever. They are there to win. So you can see now we're on the magical 999 mark for wins, and we are in the final. So we head off into the final, and we come up against a similar looking team to ours, although it's got Chiellini, Lucio, Abate and Taiwo, also Lavezzi, but the rest of the team is kind of, well, I guess it's not really similar, but it is a similar idea. Serie A 4-1-2-1-2 kind of cheap and budget sort of team. So he actually ended up going through early on and scoring with Cisse after a little bit of a tramp. And to be honest, I played so badly in the first half. In fact, I played badly for pretty much the whole game. You can see here that he goes through with Boateng and scores, and that was in the 17th minute. At this point, I was like, oh no, there's no way I'm coming back. This is it. That's the end of it. And you can see that we go in at half time looking a bit dejected and just not looking like we're going to come back, to be honest. So you can see from the stats he was actually dominating me. I didn't even have a shot on target. I only had one shot all half. So I had my work cut out for me to get back into it. But you can see here Pato coming through with the goods and scoring from outside the box after a nice stop and go turn. And I was really excited. I knew that I was coming back at this point, so I really was playing out of my socks. And it wasn't until the last couple of minutes, like the 87th minute I think that is, I ended up equalising through Pato, a low cross, and him making the great run to get in front of him. So the game actually ended as 2-2, but obviously because it's a final we need to go into extra time. And you can see here, magical moment for me, Robinho scoring in the, I think that's 107th minute. So, you know, at this point I was like, I'm just going to hold on and not let him get any goals. And when the whistle finally went, I was ecstatic. So you can see there that we have actually won in the final, which was unbelievable to do, giving us 1,000 wins. I mean, people in the live stream were congratulating me and stuff, and I really appreciate that. That was really cool to see all the support that you were giving me, and it really was a very tense final. It wasn't easy by any stretch of the imagination. You can see we got our 5,000 coins, and yeah, to be honest, we go back. You can see the stats. He actually probably deserved to win, but you know, you got to take those chances when you can, and that's just how it ended. So you can see there, 1,000 wins. We go back into the arena. Woo! Unbelievable. Great moment. I like how it gets like a little an apostrophe underneath it, because or a comma, because that's really cool. I don't know why. It makes it longer, doesn't it? And it makes it more prominent. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you have. yeah, some feedback would be great. Leave something down in the comment section for me if you want to ask me a question or anything. Go follow me on Twitter and Facebook and all of that jazz. It's all in the description. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it there, and I will see you all next time.